Alright, James, pronounced Tall, T-H-A-L, Lunar Kennels, up in here in the cold day in Winder, Georgia. You know, Winder is about an hour north of Atlanta, where us Asian folk hiding from everybody. But dogs, I've been doing dogs for a minute. I can't even remember. Growing up, we could never have a dog, but we always found a way to get strays. So we always kept, and usually strays are pit bulls. So as far as keeping pit bulls, we had pit bulls forever. We just never really technically had one with papers. Maybe 2007, 2006 or there, we got for our first red nose, and that's how we all got started. And then met up with my partner K-Dog and J-Night, and we decided let's start show dogs. And that's when we went and picked up Gatekeeper from Turning Point Bullies, and we started just going to shows, taking Keeper just to see what it was about. But Keeper started winning a couple shows, so it kind of hyped us up, and kind of liked everybody cheering us on. So, you know, we got the fever, and then that's how we kind of took off. And we got 3 champions that I showed with 0 points under my belt, and 1 grand champion, Gatekeeper. Fei Long, he has a few points and he's going to be champion. And I have a champion called Sexy Thing, which is now resides with Can-Am Bullies in Louisiana. But she was really the one that started winning in the best of shows and the best female, and got me even hyped, like, oh, I can do this, you know. Asian dude, loud mouth, I can do this. So. And my studs, I gotta say, Gatekeeper's my heart. I even got him tattooed on my left leg, cause he took me places that I never thought I could go. And yeah, he's like my brother, one of my limbs. And him, he's nothing special, but to me, he's done a lot for what I have pushed him to. The year we campaigned him, he came in 1 behind Boston George for ABKC top 20 in the U.S. or in the world. So I think that's a great accomplishment, having one of the first dogs to actually get 12 best of breed in 1 year. You know, and dogs that he's shown against that I'm proud of. He's shown against Grand Champion Bistro, who's #1, and he held his own with him. I said Grand Champion Boston George, Grand Champion Blade, Grand Champion Dirty Money. A lot of the older, I wouldn't say older, but a lot of the dogs that were shown a few years ago, he showed with the best. We went to Vegas for nationals, and he didn't win, but he was recognized. And like I said, and as far as showing, I don't think, not to be cocky, but I don't think me and Keeper on a good day, I don't think nobody can beat us. So I ain't being cocky, but I'm just saying that. Alright? So, but yeah. Some of his productions, he's produced Champion Genesis, Champion Toretto up in Ohio with the Dog Game Bullies, and he's produced a couple females that I think would do well in the show ring. But that's a fault of mine. Like I said, I'm owner operator, so everything I do is just for me and what I spend. So it's hard to promote 10 dogs when your car only fits 3. So, and I haven't bred them much, but every breeding I can guarantee if the people that have those dogs would have showed, I would have a champion out of every single litter. And I'm proud to say that, you know, for a dog that came from a no-name kennel like Keeper, he's done great for himself. And yeah, with Gatekeeper, he's kind of launched us to where we're not globally known, but locally, if you put Lunar God, people actually know who you're talking about. But as far as the future, we're kind of going to the dark side, as you can say, where all these people are talking about Dax and Miyagi and everybody. Then I put my hands on Dax Productions and Miyagi Productions, and as a guy who's shown, I said there's a lot of potential. And plus, like, as a guy who shows, you realize that it's the crowd that you're trying to please. It's the judges. So you have to, you worry about confirmation, but yeah, to get a best of breed, a best of show, your dog has to actually look better than everything in that ring. So that's why we're moving towards add more girth from that Dax line and add more of that bulk, because that's what everybody's asking for. So it's not that I'm betraying what I started with, but I'm taking my knowledge of confirmation dogs and adding some more substance to it. So it gives the people what they want, you know. So it's not, when you're a kennel, and especially when you're a kennel and when you're a breeder, you're breeding so people are happy with your productions. So if you're breeding something for you, people always say you breed for yourself, but yeah, I'm breeding for myself, but at the same time I can't keep the whole litter, and it's wrong of me just to call everything. So I want to produce a litter where everybody that gets a pup from me is happy to get. And this little girl right here is probably going to be our future. This is my girl, Half Kiss, named because she's half lip, black. But this is off of one of my buddy's dog called Double D, inbred Dax, and then they took him to his sister, which is so making it four-time Dax. But a lot of people, they kind of shun that inbreeding, but she came out alright, clean bite, straight tail, you know. She still has little stuff that we can work on, but hey, that's what first generation is about. Starting from somewhere and getting better. As far as the future for James, the guy behind Lunar Kennels, I think I've taken my dogs and I've proven what my dogs can do in the ring. So yeah, the next step for me would become a judge. And I would like to be a judge in the ABKC, because they are kind of the main platform for us to showcase our dogs. And I'm not saying that I know better than the judges, but it'd be nice to be among colleagues that appreciate the dogs like I appreciate it, as far as confirmation, look. And plus, I've been a breeder, and not only been a breeder, I sell dogs, so I know what people are buying, and I understand the market. So as a judge, I can be not so biased that I'm only looking for confirmation dogs that can't sell, but maybe I can look for confirmation dogs that can help kennels. Because to be honest, most people say we ain't in this for the money, but money is what drives us. You know, it costs us money to feed our dogs, costs us money to go to shows. So if you're getting litters or champions that no one's using or no one cares about, then you're not really producing nothing. A lot of people say, oh, that's bad, but that's just the truth. And a lot of people afraid to say it, but that's what I'm doing. So yeah, it'd be nice to become a judge where I can say, okay, this is the direction of what the American Bullies is going in, but let me get educated, so when I change, I said this dog looks good confirmationally, and it fits the stand, it fits what the people want right now. You know, it's good, because now I have a legitimate opinion. I'm just not a loudmouth on Facebook running my mouth. I've actually got a stamp from ABKC saying, yeah, this is a judge, and he's been tested, and he knows what he's talking about, where he's talking about, and I think that would be a positive thing for me. And I'm looking forward to that. I've talked to Rolando Mata about doing it. I've just been too lazy to catch up on it. But I think by the end of the year, I would like to become an ABKC judge, or by the end of the next year. Okay. Yeah, when I first started showing, there was dogs, there were superstars like Paco, Dirty Money, all the Paco sons. They were superstars. So everybody, nobody's worrying about, oh, I'm James, I got all these dogs making all this bread. Really, everybody's worrying about, I want a production like Samurai Paco, you know, or like Excalibur. So I think for shows now, it's been diluted, because when you used to go like Atlanta Bulletpalooza, it was like a line out the door trying to get in, and people couldn't get in. People getting mad because they couldn't get in. And dogs that showed, everybody confirmationally wasn't as skilled as we are right now, or knowledgeable, but there was more people there just enjoying the dogs, and that's what it should be all about. So to get back to that, I think we need to take the think we need to put the people who are winning the rings, make them, you know, put a light, shine a light on them, you know, and that's challenging ABKC. These top 20 dogs that are fighting to be top 20, you know, get them top 20. Yeah, it's a nice trophy, but you might get mad at me. I might even get banned, but y'all should, you know, shine a light on them, make them pretty, you know, give them a shirt, put them on a magazine, give them interviews or something where people want to strive to want to be a champion. And I think once people want to produce that champion and want to have that light again, then the shows, people are still coming back to the shows. And a lot of people say it's because there's so many shows, but that's not true. I go to 3 shows, 4 shows a week if I just wanted that much to win. But what we're losing is people don't want to win no more. People just like, okay, I'm happy if I champ out my dog. No, we should push it with people like, I want to beat James K-Keeper. I want to beat Bistro, you know, because they're getting all the glory, they're getting all the fame, and all that comes with, oh, Bistro's selling more pups, oh, Gatekeeper's selling more pups, and that's just the truth. So you need that energy behind a superstar dog so that people draw people back into chasing those superstar dogs. And that's where when people chasing superstar dogs, that's where the shows begin. Just like Dax, you post a picture of a Dax dog online, and Ed don't even show Dax anymore, but he has so much power behind him that people hit like 400 likes in 2 minutes. You know, even pretty girls don't even get that much likes in that quick. So that's what you need to do with these show dogs, like Bistro or Gold Rush right now, who's showing. Do they need that hype behind them, and that community needs hype? And I guess we need leaders, so I'm calling out ABKC. ABKC needs to step up and put more money or put more investment, put more time into hyping up the dogs that are doing something for their registry, because it's not like we're doing it for free. We're paying a registration fee for your host, and we're registering our dogs at ABKC, so it's like we're helping each other out. And so now we the people that have been showing kind of realize, oh, we're not getting no glory out of it, and it's kind of sad, but it's the truth. So if ABKC puts that glory back on us, and we're out there running the mule train, ABKC is going to make money, we're going to make money, everybody's going to be happy, we're going to produce better dogs, because the truth is, money ain't everything, but it sure buys a lot of things. So hey, it gets shit done. And and just to be leader or step my foot of doing what I said, I created the Champions Lounge a year ago, or maybe a little longer ago, so that if you have a champion, you can go in there and put your champion up on Facebook and have a lounge full of other enthusiasts that likes your pictures and promote your dog for you, help you. Because if I promote your dog, you promote your dog, everybody helps promote each other's dogs, then all our dogs that are showing and are the correct dogs, as everybody want to put it, or the dogs that should be breeding, it was a place where all the people who thought alike can go in there and put. And it's the Champions Lounge. If you go on Facebook, it's Champion Lounge. If not, look, hit me up and I'll add you to the group, you know, via email or something, or call me. But yeah, the Champions Lounge it was a good place. I used to, when I was on Facebook a lot, I used to give tips out of how you can show your dogs, how you train your dogs too. And like I said, a lot of people on there are people who do have champions and grand champions. So for the rookies or the people that want to learn, it's a good place to go and find out information and ask the people who are in the dirt to ask, hey, how do I get there, or what I need to do, you know. So me being traveling around, let me see, the top 5 dogs that I would say that I put my hands on or I compete against, and I'm like, man, I want to incorporate that into my program where I like that dog a lot. The first one I had to say is Grand Champion Zeka, I believe, in California. She's a female, but she's dominated most of her era, and I've seen her compete against her, and she's beautiful for a female. She puts a lot of males to shame. That's something I like. Another dog that I like from the get-go, and me and him competed from as pups, is national Grand Champion Rockstar, the national winner this year. I think he's one of the best specimens of Rockin' Ruby out there in that breeding. I think I had one of his sisters, so you know, I think that was one of the nicest breeding that came off Champion Rocky. And for as far as the wow factor, people may say what they want about, but when I saw Dax and I put my hand on Dax, he was one of those dogs that just like, your mouth drop, jaw drop, like, wow, for real, that's a dog, that's a bully, you know. And I think that's where his popularity comes from too. It's just, he's just true, and people can say what they say about him, but I like him. For me personally, I think I was just talking earlier as Thor. I haven't brought him out yet. Only a few people have seen him, but he's the epitome of what Razor's Edge was trying to breed to. He's short, he's compact, he's correct. Muzzle's not too long, head's big. You know, structurally he's beautiful, and that's one of my productions, which I took Rockin' Ruby, Remy, and then added that Excalibur. So I added the compactness, the muscle, and the width. So I think I want to say he's almost my perfect creation, right? He's the most perfect creation I have in my yard right now, and I'd like to promote him more in the future so people can actually see my vision, because he was actually my vision when I started it. And as far as show ring dogs, there's a lot that I compete in, but again, I have to be a little biased. I have to go with Gatekeeper, because when me and him put that leash on, you can ask the opinions of many of the top judges. And we were an unmatched team in the ring. You know, we lost. Everybody loses, but I'm proud and say that's one of my, because he's big, he's structurally correct, and he's still not overdone. He still looks like the traditional American bully, and he shows like he's not a bully though. He shows like he's flawless. When he gates, I mean, I think that's why his name is Gatekeeper, and he gates beautifully. So I think as a show dog, I mean, he's one of my favorites, even if he wasn't mine. And after listening to me run my mouth for a few minutes here, if you still like me, you know, and you want to be my friend, find me on Facebook, Lunar God Kennels. That's LUNARGODKENNELS. On Facebook, you can go on Lunar God, www.lunargod.com. Also, my contact info is on there. We do ship pups worldwide, so if you see something on there that you want to question if we're breeding, we do breedings, but when we do breedings, we try to be very selective. So most of our pups usually are spoken for, but if you get in there before you have a question, just let me know. You can always call me or text me at 770-841-5152. And again, my name is James. Last name is Toff. Lunar God Kennels. Sign out.